when they cut to the scene, they were walking away from the island across the bridge to Seogwipo City with like bags of snacks and drinks and soju. And I was telling Michelle, that's not possible. There are no shops on the island. She's like, just watch the show, honey. Nobody cares except you. I was like, that's true. Nobody cares except me.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 소라입니다.
And I'm Ed, and you're listening to the
마마사 제주 podcast. 안녕하세요. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast, 마마사 제주. So today we're going to talk about the film location in Jeju in the south and the west. So to prepare this episode, my buddy Ed recommended me to watch a independent movie, which was called Time to Be Strong. And actually, I didn't know about this movie at all. And then the foreign guy, he recommended me this Korean movie. So finally, I watched it last week and it was so good. And when I watched it, I was like, oh, I know this place. It's all in the West. So I was like, okay, we should talk about this film. So Ed, why did you recommend me this film to me?
First of all, I always feel a little bit sad when you refer to me as the foreigner. I feel like I'm an outsider looking in. It's so sad. And I realized that that is the literal translation from 외국인, 外国人 in Chinese. I get that, but if you didn't understand Chinese or Korean languages, it will feel very ostracizing to be called a foreigner. Usually we'll say visitor or traveler or tourist, but every time someone says, you're a foreigner, I'm like, okay, should I just go cry in the corner now? I'm kind of kidding, but foreigner does have a little bit of a nuance to it. But
Right. You told me that. But in Korea, like everywhere, we just use foreigner for visitors.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are like, what's wrong with it? Because for us, it's just a expression. So you don't have to feel that way, but yeah.
Well, the reason why I wanted to talk about the being a foreigner, Sora, is that I actually watched Time to Be Strong on the flight into Korea. I was watching, I was like, oh, it's about Jeju, and I'm about to start my Jeju Ole Trail journey. This is like a couple of years ago. I went in for a chance to see Jeju Island to get a sense of the island itself, but then I walked away with feeling a bit sad about all these issues that the protagonists in the show were facing. The K-pop industry has a lot of serious issues behind it, and maybe we'll get to that in a much later episode. But for today, I guess we're going to be covering the west coast and the south coast of Jeju Island's shooting locations. And to recap, if you hadn't listened to the previous episode, that was when Sora and I covered the central, north, and east coast. So we're hoping to cover as many shooting locations as possible in the last 4 to 5 years. We're not going to go back to like 20 years. We're just like the recent Netflix hits maybe, because for most people outside of Korea, that is where they're going to be watching Korean dramas and stuff about Jeju on Netflix. Does it sound good, Sora?
Yeah, it is. So let's start from the west side. And I know the recent hit was When Life Gives You Tangerine. So maybe we can talk about the film location of When Life Gives You Tangerine in the west. They filmed a lot of scenes in the west. There are several locations. First of all, we talked about the Dolphin spot before. So near that area, lots of drama was filmed. For example, do you remember like episode 10, Eunmyeong and Hyunsook were fighting?
Who is Hyunsook? The girlfriend, yes. Was this the one where he had been beaten up by
Think
the
so.
Hyunsook's brother's friends? Yes.
Yeah, they were fighting in like lock pool. So this is like a lock pool, which is like pool made of like closed pool with all of these stones or rocks.
Wait, is that Konglish? Lock pool, is it Konglish?
I'm not even sure if it's log or rock because we don't have L and R. It's like, huh?
Well, yeah.
Log or rock?
So that's why I think maybe it's Konglish, because both works. Like If it's a rock pool, then yeah, of course it's a pool made by lava rock, and so that's a rock pool. But then it is also locked away from the ocean, the sea, so it's like a lock pool. So both could work.
You don't really say these words in English? No, I just searched at Google and it says rock pool or tide pool.
Tide pool, yes, we know tide pool, yes,
But in Korea we say 락 pool.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so they were fighting there. Go on.
And in Jeju dialect, we call it 도구리알. And of course, like around here, you can spot the dolphin. And also it's a part of the sunset coastal area. So you can also enjoy those beautiful sunsets. It was like Halim area in the west. And Esun, Kwansik, they went to the port to pick up Eunmyeong when he went for like long cruise, long journey.
Yes.
Yeah, it was also Halim, right? So Halim is one of the biggest ports in the west. So you can have a look there. And also there's small island of Jeju Island, which is called Biyangdo. So you can go there by ferry like in 15 minutes. And also in that area, I mean in Halim, there's like big fish market. So you can actually get some like cheap and fresh raw fish as well.
Okay. Can I ask you, when Life Gives You Tangerines, a lot of the activity was set around this place called Dodongli. Is it a real place or is it just created for the show?
Actually, the set was not in Jeju. The set was in Andong.
So while we're talking about the Halim area, Halim is just a bit north of Gyeongnam, right? So those places were very prominent in our blues. So if you remember the handsome boat captain who lived in an RV, like a camper car by the water.
His name was Kim Woo-bin, right? You don't know his name. I know the handsome captain. He was Kim Woo-bin.
Handsome boat captain who owns a boat and drives a black truck, and lives in a RV slash camper van, camper bus, or whatever. Yeah, I found that exact spot, and it's got
like,
a view of Pyangdo. Yeah, like I actually went to walk there and I was like, oh, this is the spot. It's so I know so that is part of the western tip. It's very close to Halim, and you can also see Pyangdo across the water. And yeah, so if you're a fan of our blues, that is also a place to go. A bit of a walk, so maybe you need a car, but yeah, that's an interesting place.
Right. Also like Halim, like Gyeongnam, all of these were like main film like location for our blues. So when you walk around, you're gonna spot like many film location from there.
Yeah. So another shooting location like you just mentioned was from our blues was I recognized when one of the characters had a twin sister who had Down syndrome, and she came to visit, and there was one scene where it was the beach in Gyeongnam Haebyun, Gyeongnam Beach, where you could see Pyangdo in the background too. So it's like, yeah, if you walk to Sora's point, if you walk that area, it's like, oh, this place looks familiar. Oh, that place looks familiar. Oh, I've seen this place. It's like you're gonna have all these. Yeah, deja vu is like literally in French, it means already seen, deja vu. So it's like you've actually seen this place because you've seen it on Netflix.
And actually, did you know that handsome captain and the depression girl, they were actual couple?
Yes, they got married like this year,
They got married, right. They got married. And then the handsome captain, he got cancer. Did you know that?
Yeah, he had and he's recovered.
Yeah, he had, and now yes. Okay.
Do you know how I know all this?
Michelle?
Yes.
So I was like, how do you know that?
I follow this kind of news. Yeah, it's like.
Oh, yeah. They're a real couple.
To be very candid, I have no idea what their names are. Like, Michelle will say the real name, and I'll be like, who is that? She'll be like, no, it's that
the handsome captain guy
in our blues. Which captain? The boat captain. And which girl? The one with depression? Okay. And she was in the hometown cha-cha-cha. I was like, okay. It's like, I have no idea what the names are. It's very sad. I feel like I shouldn't even be. Okay, sure, I believe you. I feel like I shouldn't be actually even on this episode about K-drama because I am so incompetent about the names of the actors.
You remember the story? Yeah. Right. And the other place, this is like more southwest, you know, 송악산, right? 송악산 둘레길. So that area from not the top, but they were biking. They were riding a bike. I don't remember his name. The Hakshi. What was
Yeah.
his name? Hakshi. So it's really
Okay.
beautiful. It's part of Ole Trails. When we do the tour guys, we actually take like lots of tourists to Songaksan area to see the beautiful
Mhm.
view, like panoramic view. And then now we can also go there and then, oh, this is the film location of When
Yeah,
Life Gives You
that's
Tangerines.
go to the bottom of the of Songatsan. You will also see these caves that were created by the Japanese in World War II for kamikaze suicide torpedo boats.
But I mean, yeah, this one you can actually see this kind of like artificial small cave everywhere in Jeju because they wanted to make Jeju as a like army base, right? Okay, so let's move on to Welcome to Samdali. So they have filmed like different scenes in the West. For example, they also came to those Sinchang windmill area.
The Xinchang Windmill Coastal Road, that was also the backdrop for a lot of scenes in Our Blues. When they are driving like around in their van or whatever, they will always do a wide shot and then you can see the windmills in the background. So they did a lot of the scenes there. Actually, it's a very common phenomenon where they say like, okay, this is based out of this village in Jeju, but they actually shoot the entire island everywhere and they
맞아요.
make it look like they're in the same place. So like in Our Blues, the market where all the people seem to be working is in the east in Songsan
Mhm.
Oyo Sichang, Songsan Friday Market, but then they're everywhere else. Like the captain, the handsome boat captain, his RV, his camper car is on the extreme west side. It's like almost the exact opposite side.
Right.
Where Halim, and then they're driving around like near the northwest side. That's why we in last week's episode we said like don't try to pursue by the show because if you do
Mhm.
that you're going to be making 100 different trips all over the place. It's better to organize it by region.
So yeah, Sinchang was in Welcome to Samdali, and the other one was Gapado. When Yongpil was like tearing, like crying, and then he was like tying Samdal's shoestring. Do you remember? Anyway, but Gapado is
It's also in Our Blues.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's also in Our Blues where again the handsome boat captain and his young Hanyo girlfriend, they
Mhm.
went away
Mhm.
for their very first trip and they went to Capado. That one is part of the Ole Trail also. I think it's Ole Trail 11. And yeah, and there's two trails on the island. You can get there by ferry from Mosulpo as well as the other one that's near Songatsan. There's two ferries that go there. That place, when I went there, I didn't plan it, Sora, but when I got there, I was very surprised to see the fresh, the new barley,
Mhm.
chongpori,
Mhm. Right,
the
청보리.
green barley. All everywhere
Mhm.
was
Mhm.
so beautiful. It was pretty amazing. And then everybody
Mhm.
else was like renting bicycles to cycle on the island. I was like, well, I'm gonna be walking the Olay trails.
잠시만. How do you say 청보리 in English? Just fresh barley?
I want to say, I mean, literal translation would be
Green
green
barley?
barley.
Right, green
Chong is
barley.
green, right?
Yes,
And
right.
I guess green has the meaning of new or not yet ripe or not yet ready.
Mhm.
So I guess
Mhm.
green barley. I might think of an actual word, but I think it's just called barley. Then when it's ready for harvest, it turns yellowish
Mhm.
when
Mhm.
it's ready for harvesting. Yeah.
So every year in Kapado, we have like Green Barley Festival from like the beginning of April for a month. So if you're visiting here in Jeju on April, I recommend you to try this. It's beautiful. You can take many photos with those barley, and as Ed mentioned, you can ride a bicycle. Yeah, it's not a big island. It's very small, but still you can enjoy like a lot for I think for half day, right?
Yeah,
Full day?
typically, if you wanted to, you could stay in a pension on the island, but
Mhm.
most people like come for a day trip. You take a boat, one of the morning boats in, and then they leave in the late afternoon. It's like a short 30-minute ride from Mosulpo on the main island of Jeju. Yeah. So I had lunch on Kapato on a like a hanyo tip So they had like a jampong. It was pretty good. Yeah, wasn't too expensive.
짬뽕.
And everyone eating in there were Koreans. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's very few foreigner visitors. Everyone one that I saw was like speaking Korean, so I assumed they're Koreans.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
heck, if there's so many Koreans eating here, it must be good, and it was good. Yeah,
Mm. I think Kapado is still not popular for foreigners. Were there
there you
many
go again with the
foreigners?
foreigners. I think I might have been the only
Yeah.
one. It's not easy to go to, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say. Like you need
Mm-hmm.
a passport
Yeah.
to actually board
Right.
the ferry. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not the most friendly place for foreigners to go to. Like even buying the ticket, you need to have your Google Translate ready because they don't
Uh-huh.
speak much English. They
English.
understand if you speak slowly,
Right.
but the
Uh-huh.
response is gonna be in fast Korean. I'll be like, oh.
What?
Yeah, it's a bit. I have to admit, like, it was a bit stressful for me to buy the ticket, but I did it. But it was a
Mm-hmm.
bit stressful. Like, I didn't have like
Mm-hmm.
Sora call and make bookings for me, like for Chuchado.
So there's one more spot in the southwest, which is Kunsan Orum. It's one of the small mountains, small hill in the southwest. This was a place where Esun and Kwansik were talking. They're watching, like they're seeing beautiful flowers and talking, a beautiful view. It was actually Kunsan Orum. And then like drone shot was like from like above them. So this place is called Kunsan Orum. So you can actually go up there. I think it's quite, how long did it take? Because I took my car. We drove.
Yeah.
We talked about
Yes.
this in the previous episode. So you can
Yes.
actually
Yes.
drive to the top. So you don't really need to walk. So you can go up and enjoy the view from the hill. The movie, independent movie we talked in the beginning, it was Time to Be Strong, which is about the like retired K-pop idol came to Jeju and then and the adventure that they had in Jeju. So they were filmed most of the scenes in the west area, but when they do the like touristy things, they came to Sanbangsan, especially the temple in front of the mountain, and they do like hitting the bell and then like play around. And also at the bottom of Sanbangsan, there's a small amusement park, so you can do like biking and this kind of stuff. So they went there. And where else? And the hospital that the small girl went to, and we saw that scene and we're like, oh, that road, we know. It's just, I think, 10 minutes from my apartment. So it's like, wow. Right. Okay, I think that's for the
Gotcha.
southwest, and we can move on to the south. So in the south, there's a hotel which is like Kal Hotel. Kal is like Korean Air. So it used to be a
Yeah.
big,
Korean
like
Airlines.
huge, a big, huge hotel in Jeju, and we have like Seogwipo Kal Hotel, which was luxury in the past, not anymore. So there they had wedding scene. So it's beautiful because you can see like the outdoor wedding. You can see the beautiful ocean and like three different small island in the back, like Munseom, Seopseom, Bomseom. So you can see this wedding scene in the 15th of When Life Gives You the Tangerine. So this is hotel, so you can actually
And
get
it's
in
very
and
close
have a look.
to Chongban Pokpo.
Right. Were there any drama there in the waterfall? No? Were there any
I
drama?
don't
I don't.
remember.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't remember
remember.
any.
But if you see a drone shot of the Cal Hotel, you'll see it's actually like Chongban Waterfall is very close to that
Ah, you've
location.
seen it, right. Because if you see come like this from the ocean, you're gonna see like whole 네, 맞아요. And in the south, actually, the Extraordinary Attorney Wu, this drama was filmed in the south. Especially, there's a bridge from the Jeju Island and to like small island, and the couple, the lawyer couple, attorney couple. Do you remember?
This is one of those things where like I'm watching with Michelle and I'm telling her like, oh, this is not real. And then she's like, I don't like just watch the show. And what happened was they had said they were in like their pension or whatever. They were and they were going to go buy some snacks from a 편의점. And then when they cut to the scene, they were walking away from the island across the bridge to Seogwipo City with like bags of snacks and drinks and soju. And I was telling Michelle, that's not possible. There are no shops on the island. Just like, just watch the show, honey. I was like, yeah, this is not accurate. It's like nobody cares except you. I was like, that's true. Nobody cares except me.
아이고. Yeah. It's just a drama. It's movie. Just enjoy it. You don't need to check.
Yeah, there's something wrong with my brain.
So these those two attorney couple found that they liked each other, right? I remember that way. Anyway.
Yes.
And this
Yeah.
bridge is light up at night. So it's kind of like romantic place to take a walk for the couple. Yeah. So lots of people go there because it's actually right next to Cheonjiyeon waterfall. So people usually go there at night, take a walk in the Cheonjiyeon waterfall, and then go to Seyeon-gyo as well to see those bridge and then the view there.
Yeah. So like the bridge that you talked about and the island that it used to be a separate island, now it's connected by the bridge. That actually forms the Seogwipo Harbor. And so if you go like in the early evening before it gets too dark, you will actually see the whole place very bright because of all the fishing boats that are about to head out to sea. So if you're actually there at night, and you're actually walking onto the island, you'll see the boats go up with their lights. It's I'm not sure if anybody else likes it. I just sat there and watched for like half an hour watching the boats go. I'm weird.
Maybe there will be someone like you. We're gonna find out with our podcast.
Yeah, like one person goes like, "Hey, I'm weird too."
Yeah. Please send us an email if you are like this.
Yes, if you're weird like Ed.
Maybe I can add one more. There's Poppan. It's also in the south. Poppan Pogu is the part of Ole Trail as well. It was also filmed in Welcome to Samdali. It was not an important scene. It was the place where the CEO and the secretary was talking about the theme park. But I want to add this because this road is beautiful. So you can, if you are not able to do all of these Ole trail, but you can also do like just a few kilometer of Ole trail in this area, Poppan-Poku.
So today we talked about the other half of the K-drama shooting locations. Last week we talked about the central, north, and the east, and today we wrapped it up with the west and the south. And yeah, if you are a K-drama junkie like my wife, and sometimes me too, today's episode will help you locate these places and help you optimize your time on Jeju Island so that you're not wasting multiple trips trying to hit different places based on drama. Again, we really advise you to go based on region versus by drama, because if you're going to be going by drama, you're going to be going east and then west and then north and then south and then east again. It's going to be very exhausting. And since we talked so much about the places to go in Jeju and the great memories that one can have on the island, I just want to again point out that we have a trip planner that we've built for you to help you plan your time in Jeju. And that is on famosajeju.com/trip. When you get on there, just basically pick your number of days you want to be on the island. You can pick the activities you want, everything from K-drama shooting locations to great hikes. And my favorite, the Jeju Ole Trail. The trip planner will help you figure all that out, and then it will email you your itinerary complete with Kakao Map links so you can find all these places.
If you liked our podcast, you can share this with your friends and family. If someone is planning to go to Jeju, you can just click the 3 dots on the top right corner on Spotify or Apple Podcast. Click those 3 dots and then share with your friends.
Exactly. And with that, all that's left for us to say is 안녕! Get all our latest articles, videos, and resources on Jeju DIY travel culture and history at vamosajeju.com. That's VAMOSAJEJU.com. If you would like to get updates about Jeju or even Korea sent straight to your email, sign up for our dispatches at vamosajeju.com/ updates. And finally, the best way for a new podcast like this to grow is organically. So if you found this episode helpful, please share us with a friend. And who knows, maybe you'll vamos a Jeju together this year. The Vamos or Jeju podcast is part of the Passport Optional Network.